Hi guys. Okay, so this week I read from the Mixed Up Files of Mrs. Basil E. Frankweller. Um, it won the William Allen White Award. I don't remember when, but so it's about these two kids, or this older woman who's telling about two kids that ran away from home. Claudia Kincaid and James Kincaid. He goes by Jamie. And actually, the person telling the story is Mrs. Frankweller to her lawyer, Saxenberg. And she's very short and kind of uh, snooty in her letters, in the sense that she thinks that he should appreciate something outside of his family. Which, for a lot of us, I think that is a little different because so many of us we value family as a society. And so I think it's always funny when we get someone who she doesn't have kids, she doesn't have grandkids. So it's kind of funny when she's like, you should really appreciate things outside of your family, and family's not everything, and you're so wrapped up in all this stuff. So it's really kind of interesting. She's a really funny woman, actually. From just the stuff that she says to her lawyer and how she says it. Anyway, we follow them to the Metropolis Museum of Art, where where Claudia falls in love with this new statue that comes into the museum called Angel. And supposedly it was done by Michelangelo, but nobody can find any record of this. So they call in all the experts to get looked at and stuff, and decide if Michelangelo actually did it or not. But Claudia just becomes so obsessed, she has to know if Angel was done by Michelangelo. So anyway, they end up going to Mrs. Frankweller's house to ask her to see if she knows, and she does. So there's an exchange. They find out the truth about Angel, and in return, Mrs. Frankweller wants to hear about them running away. It's very. It's actually a really good book. It's nice that it's not told from the perspective of the kids running away. And it tells you how Mrs. Frankweller, like I said, because she wants to learn about like how they ran away. So that's why she's able to write this letter to her lawyer about them running away. And so it's very good. I think it would be good for kids because I think, for several reasons, I think it kind of like reflects just kind of what I don't really know how to put it, like becoming more interested in things outside of school and repetition, and finding things that you're actually curious about and learning everything about them. I think that's really important because Claudia doesn't just see the statue, fall in love with the statue. She sees it, falls in love with it. She learns about it in books. She learns about Michelangelo. She really embraces trying to learn about the statue. And so I think kids would really benefit from, what are you curious about? What can you embrace? And then, so I like that. The activity that I would do with this book would probably be well, there'd be probably two of them. So the first one I want to do, I think kids would have fun with, is if they were running away, what would they pack? What would they take with them? So I think they'd have fun with that one. And then for a longer span over the class time, over the year, I want to do one that each kid talks about something that they're just really, really, really curious about. Tell me something that sparks your interest, and then 1 week. So then once a week we'll pick someone's interest, and as a class we will learn what we can about it. So I think those would be two really fun ones I think those would be fun activities I think the kids would really enjoy. Alright guys, see you next week.